Yeah, I think the best way for us to go about it is to plan on him not being there, and then if something does happen and he's able to heal and everybody clears him, great. But that's so far away. Really, we're looking at this week. We can't even really think about 6 or 7 weeks from now. And as a coach, you got to prepare with the guys that are there, and we've got plenty of guys. And to be honest, and I told my wideouts this morning, I haven't lost any sleep at all worried about, oh, Mike Williams is going to be out, we're not going to have him for all these games coming up. I hadn't lost any sleep at all. All my thoughts just been on him and being disappointed for him that he's not going to be able to be out there. But we're going to be perfectly fine. I told my guys this morning, there's not anybody in the country that's going to feel sorry for the Clemson wide receivers. We've got plenty of guys. There's no excuses, and that's why you recruit a lot of guys, because injuries happen. It'd be no different if he was to go out and tear an ACL or something. He'd be out for a year. And so our guys are ready for it, and we've prepared in fall camp. Mike's a guy that we knew was going to get a lot of balls, and when you get a lot of balls, you put yourself in more of a risk situation. So we've been preparing knowing that those guys have a tendency to get injured as the year goes on. You're not going to be able to stay healthy all year long. So we've cross-trained some guys. Sharon Peak has played a lot of ball at the 9-man position, even though has been our starting 5-man. He's played a lot of ball this fall camp and this spring at the 9-man spot. So I don't think there'll be a huge transition for him.
Jeff, who becomes your best guess? Who becomes the downfield target now that Mike plays?
Well, I think Sharon will be that guy. Really, it's more about our scheme and kind of where our shots line up within our scheme, and then also who you're playing each week. It kind of changes. Last week we were playing a team that really liked to play off, so you had a lot of the quick game, and then as soon as you get guys that come up, and these guys this week will be a little bit more aggressive and get up in your face and play a little bit more man coverage. But Sharon's a guy, since he's been back from his injury and getting back full speed, he's had a really good fall camp. He had a 72-yard touchdown in a big scrimmage for us, and he's caught plenty of balls. So I think he'll be one of those guys. And I think also Artavis Scott, he's really worked hard on developing his down the field receiving skills, and we're not able to see it this past weekend because of the scheme that Wofford was running, but I think he'll be able to bring something on there as well. And I think also a few of those younger guys. Really the message to my guys this morning is we're not going to make up for Mike Williams' production in one player. The next guy that comes on now that Mike's to the side, whether that be Hopper, Trevion Thompson, Hunter Renfro, Deion Kane, or Ray McLeod, they're not going to make up for 1,200 yards and 12 touchdowns. But as a group, we can make up for that. It's an extra 100 yards per receiver in that room, so it's an extra 10-yard catch per game. And so that's really the message to all the guys in the room is, hey, we don't have to have one guy come in and try to replace Mike, but as a group, and as many guys as we're rolling and as many playmakers that we have in the room. And then also you got a guy like Jordan Leggett, who now has really come on, and I think Jordan's going to be a bigger factor for us down the field as well. So our concern really has been all about Mike, and I think we feel very confident with those guys in that room, and with the quarterback we have, that we'll be able to take plenty of shots down the field.